Why do I always choose to film at suboptimal times despite knowing that I don't always have optimal lighting? I don't know, but we're here. Thanks for being here. I'm not sure I'll continue doing this or how often I'll continue doing this, but for now I'm going to try and keep up. I'm going to try and make them a bit shorter and a bit sweeter than they have been. Just a quick recap of what I finished reading in the month of February. Not what I started and finished in February, but what I literally finished reading in February. So that might mean that there are some books here that I started earlier on, and earlier on meaning maybe sometimes as far as back as maybe December. But I finally finished in February. I live in a, I guess, peri-urban area. Yesterday it was 60 degrees. Today it's not. Cooler is essentially the same. So one, windows are open. So thusly, two, you're gonna be hearing some noises. I also live in an apartment building, and so there are people around me who make noise. I can't help it. That's what happens when you live in the city. You have to deal. These walls are thin. The walls are thin, thin. Anywho, I'm not gonna go into much detail about each book. I will, however, link my blogger post, and that way you can check out what I thought of every book. Will also be uh, reading the ratings that I gave each of these books. There we go. I figured it out. I'm just going to increase the brightness of my computer screen, thereby reflecting back on me. It works. It's great. My brightness is usually so low. This is great. I'm a genius. Thanks. Okay, so again, starting from the beginning of the month, first book I finished in February to the last book I finished in February. And I'm a slow reader. I said this before. Other people are out here reading 6 books a week. I usually end up reading like 9 or 10 books a month. But you know, the lengths of those books vary, and I have other things I do. So, first book, Weekend Sign, Tara Adams, 4 stars. Beauty and the Beast, Jessica Gunderson, 3 stars. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 1, Gege Akutami, 5 stars. Bix, Scott Chandler, 5 stars. Ocean Anatomy, Julia Rothman, 5 stars. The Right of Wands, Mackenzie Floor, 3 stars. World's Greatest Wonders by the editors of Chartwell Books, 4 stars. A Question of Power, Robert Bryce, 4 stars. Star Pig, Delilah S. Watson, 5 stars. Roku, Cullen Bunn, Ramon F. Box, 2 stars. A Lapse in Judgment, Dennis Robert, 3 stars. The Unspoken Name, A.K. Larkwood, 2 stars. Never Forget, Martin Michaud, 4 stars. And The Earthling's Brother, Eric Bean, 4 stars. And that's it. Those are my 15 books. Definitely, I'd say 4-star books and up, I'm recommending. And if they sound interesting to you, I think my 4-star recommendation is they probably will be interesting to you. 2-star reads are either the book had one element that was so wild, or I just don't recommend it because I didn't think it was that good. I don't generally give out 1-star reviews. I don't think I've ever really given a 1-star review. Maybe that day will come. Maybe it will never come. Alright, and then really quick, here are the books I'm currently reading. The Undocumented Americans, Carla Conejo Villavicencio. Cultivated, Kristen Gall. Silent Pantheon, Eric Nierstedt. Plant Magic, Herbalism in Real Life, Christine Buckley. Wider, Asian American Women on Skin Color and Colorism, Nikki Kana. Borderline Citizen, Robin Hamley. Shrubs and Hedges, Eva Monaheim. The Secret Lives of Garden Bees, Jean Vernon. The Big Book of Cider Making, Christopher Shockley, Kirsten K. Shockley. How Birds Behave, Discover the Mysteries of What Backyard Birds Do 365 Days of the Year, Sharon Sorensen. So I'm almost done with this book, and it's really great. I'm enjoying it. The Lost Book of Dana Moreau, Michael Zapata. The Heart of a Woman, Raylinda Brown. Master of Sorrows, Justin T. Call. Followers, Megan Angelo. Still reading it. Uh, it's not that it's bad. I just haven't given it the time I should have given it. And finally, Southwest Medicinal Plants, John Slattery. All these books I'm getting off NetGalley, and I'm trying, even though I really want to. I really just want to run to the library and pick up a bunch of books that I've shelved. I just want to go to the library and pick up books that I've shelved. But my whole thing is I really want to finish a big amount of my NetGalley shelf. And the thing is, even if I do that, even if I finish a large swath of my NetGalley shelf, I know how I am. And the thing is, as soon as I finish a large swath, I'm gonna be like, let me just check out. Let me just check out what what else they're offering, and I'll go and request some more books, and more than likely I'll be approved for those books, which is great, but also like the library's fun too. Anyway, I'll probably be reading more books, probably adding and downloading more books off my shelf. I have a couple books that come out in April, so once I finish majority of these books, um, I think I'll download some more books, and then the cycle will continue. I'd say realistically, off of that list, I expect to finish one, two, three, eight, nine, maybe nine of those books. I probably plan to finish, and I need to finish because they're expiring off NetGalley by the end of this month, and I probably start some other ones. So yeah, there you have it. I read 15 books this month. I'm really proud of myself. Usually I read like 9 or 10 books a month. But I read 15. Granted, a lot of those are like graphic novels, but those still count because they were like volumes, right? I have a translated work that I'm in the middle of reading right now that's only about like 160 pages. I think the whole entire book. And that's ebook format. So if it was small, if it's a shorter work, does not count as a book, it counts as a book. If it's illustrated, does not count as a book, it counts as a book. So I read 15 books this month. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll leave information in the description. Bye.